Hello students, this is Punish Kaushik, PGT Mathematics, Amanat Vidya Ashram. First of all, I would like to thank our principal sir who create this online mathematics or other subject classes in this adverse or critical conditions. So thank you very much. Now student, welcome in this lecture. Now the welcome those students who have passed the 10th examination and move on to class 11th. Now this is the first topic of the class 11th class. This is topic is called sets. जैसा कि सब बच्चे जानते हैं कि what is the meaning of set? A set is either a collection of an object or a data or the student collection in a class and the classes collections in a school. So, but in the mathematics language, there is a difference between defined offsets in daily uses of life. So now we will proceed to, so first of all, the definition of the sets in mathematical language. So this is our first lecture for the class 11th students. Topic is called sets. So now move on the lecture. First of all, the definition of a set. A set is well defined collection of an object. This is the main language for the definition of set, which is sufficient to define the set. A set is a well-defined collection. Collection either may be a same object and the collection, or collection may be a different objects. For this, understand this top definition set, we would like to discuss with one example. For example, let us collection of an vowels in English alphabet. But first of all, there is a method to define the sets, because first of all we have to define the sets by using capital letter. This is the first point to represent a set, because first of all we have to notate point number 1. The set is always defined by a capital letter. Either letter may be A, B or C as you wish. First of all, use capital letter to denote the sets. And the point number 2, and the elements is always denoted by small letters, like small a, small v, small c, so on. And the third point is, the set is always arrangement of an element of data in a curly bracket. Now the set is, third point is denoted by using curly bracket, and fourth point is here the always element which is written in the curly bracket. Give the listed elements gap by using commas, as we have shown in example. So this is an example of a set which is a collection of an vowels which are in English alphabet, and this method which is written in an example, a set is equal to curly bracket A, E, I, O, U, is called the roster method. This is the roster method to denote the set, roster form, because there are two forms to represent a set. First form which is discussed by me is called the roster form of a set. Now as the same language, move on to another method which is called set builder method. Set builder form of set builder method. Now the example is same, but the method to define a set builder form is changed. Here a set is equal to curly bracket x such that x are vowels, because in set builder form sets is always defined by using a statement or a property. Here x are the element, and x are the element is saying that x are vowels. And as we know very well, A, E, I, O, U are the vowels. So the set builder form is statement is x such that x are vowels. So this is the method to define a same example in set builder form. So there are two methods to represent a set. First of all is called roster form, in which the elements are denoted by using curly bracket and give by using commas in after one element or another element. And then in the second method, this is a set builder form, which is represented a set by using a single statement or a property by the use of property. So these are the two methods to represent the sets, which are called roster form and set builder form. Now move on the another example of roster form. A set is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 curly bracket close. Now this is the another example of roster form, because the elements are written by using curly bracket and by using with the help of commas. But we know very well these are 1, 2, 3, 4 are the natural numbers. So in the form of set builder form, we can write this form, this set in the set builder form like x such that 1 less than is equal to x less than is equal to 4 curly bracket close after written as x belongs to capital N. So this is the set builder method to write this set, but the example is same but the method is different, because the first method is called roster form and second method is called set builder form. In the roster form, we represent the elements by using commas, and in set builder form, the elements are denoted by some property or statement which fulfill the condition. Here x belongs to natural number and the condition is 1 less than is equal to x less than is equal to 4. So for the convenient for the student, we have considered this x is greater or equal to 1 means 1 is included, which is the number greater than 1, which is another is 2 and another is 3, and is equal to 4 means this is 4. So the elements are 1, 2, 3, 4 which are listed in the roster form by using commas, and this is the set builder form. We represent the sets by using the property, and so by using this concept of a set, there are two methods to represent set which are discussed by us. The methods are roster form and set builder form. But now there are some types of the methods which is discussed by me on in front of you. So these are the first, which is called finite, and another is called infinite. So first of all, we will discuss here two sets which are called finite and infinite. So with the help of example, then I will give you a definition. Example is a curly bracket 1, 2, 3. Now in the set A, elements are 1, 2, 3 which are listed by using commas. So this is called a roster form. And how many elements are there? There are 3 elements in the set. So elements can be counted. We can count the number of elements in a set, and the number of element in a set is denoted by the symbol NA, which is called 3. So here 3 represent the number of element in a set, and the set is written as A set is equal to curly bracket 1, 2, 3. So here in this set we can count the element. So this set is called finite set. I think this is clear for all of you. Now the move on the another set which is called infinite set. For example, curly bracket 1, comma 2, comma 3, dot dot dot. And in the sets, the elements are also listed by using commas and curly bracket. So this is the way to represent the set by using roster form. But here number of elements in a set which cannot be counted. So this sets represent infinite set because the numbers counting is not possible to count. So this is called infinite set. With the help of definition, we can say that if in a set the number of elements can be counted is called finite set, and the set in which number of elements cannot be counted is called infinite set. So always remember these are two sets, finite and infinite sets. Now move on to another definition of set which is symbolized as empty or null set. For example, a set which is denoted by blank curly bracket or denoted by symbol phi. This symbol is known as phi, which is the symbol for empty set. And this set A is equal to curly bracket blank, which is shown that there is no element in this set. So that's why this is an example of a empty sets. In the definition way, we can say that if in a set there is no element in a set, so this is called empty or null set. And this set is also denoted by symbol phi. This is the symbol phi, or with the use of blank curly bracket. Now move on to another set simply, which is called the singleton set. What is the meaning of singleton set? So for move on example, with the help of example we can say that if A set curly bracket only 1, or A set write as curly bracket 2, or A set curly bracket rise at alphabet A. So these are some examples of the singleton set, because with the use of definition we can say that if a set which contain only one element is called singleton set. So ऐसा set जिसके अंदर केवल एक ही एलिमेंट हो is called singleton set, and ऐसा set जिसके अंदर एक भी एलिमेंट ना हो which is called empty or null set. एक ऐसा set जिसके अंदर एलिमेंट्स को हम काउंट कर सकते हैं, एलिमेंट कैन बी काउंटेड which is called finite set. एक ऐसा सेट जिसके अंदर हम एलिमेंट्स को काउंट नहीं कर सकते which is called infinite set. So for the student welfare, this is the method by using roster form, which is the easiest way to represent a set, which is called roster form. Because if we are starting the topic, so student have to apply the concept by using roster form, which is very easy for them. So now move on to another sets which is defined on this lecture blackboard. First of all is again equal set. Now another set is called equivalent sets. Now we will discuss on these topics, equal set and equivalent set. Now for first of all equal set. For example, let there are two sets A and another set B, whose elements are given as below. A set contain element 1, 2, 3, and B set element contain 3, 2, 1. So now with the help of the definition of equal set, firstly discuss the definition. If every element of one set is the element of another set, and the number of elements are same. So there are 2 points arise. Number 1, A set element is in B. First of all, this is our first point to discuss the equal set. Here A set element is in B. Is that clear? Now move on to point B. Number of element of A set is equal to number of element of B. This is the second condition for equal set. Number of element in A and the number of element will be same. They should be same. Here, how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3. And in the set B, 1, 2, 3. So the number of element in both the sets are equal. And every element of set A is in B. And we, vice versa, we can say that every element of B is in A and every element of A is in B. So we represent with the using of 2 points, set A is equal to B. So by the definition, we can say that if every element of A set is in B and every element of B is in A, so the sets are called equal set and the number of element are also same. So this is the basic or easiest concept to consider with what is equal sets. Here we have discussed. So now move on another set which is called equivalent set. Now let for this consider one example 1, 2 and another set B. Consider element A, B. So here in the set A, the collection of the elements are as natural numbers and the collection in B set are the collection of alphabet. But here the number of element in set A is equal to number of element in set B. Second point of the equal set is considered is followed. But there is no necessary the elements of set A and set B should be equal. So equivalent set, we have to always remember that number of element of A and number of element B should be same. So for the equivalent set, there are two sets here A and B. Only number of elements of set A is equal to number of element of B. So by the definition, we can say that if the number of element in set A is equal to number of element in set B, then the sets are called equivalent set. But equal set of every element of A is in B and every element of B is in A. So that's why A sets and B sets are equal set. Now move on to another set which is called subset. Here we have discussed 2 minutes ago what is equal set. Now on the same pattern here, let A set 1, 2 and B set 1, 2, 3, 4. Now to discuss what is the mean of subset, this is an example of set A and set B. Now there are two sets A and B, but here we can see that every element of A is in B. Every element of A is in B means every element of A contained by the element of set B. So this is representation of a subset. If every element of A is in B, then A is called subset. This is the symbol of subset. Symbol of subset. So by the definition we can say if every element of one set is every element of another set, then first set is called a subset of another set. Here for example again we can consider A set A, B or B set X such that X are alphabets. So this is a set A which contain only the alphabet A, B and this is the set B as written, we have written as in the set builder form. And we have already discussed what is the mean of set builder form. If we change this set in a roster form, so we can write A, B, C, D, up to Z because these are the collection of alphabets. This is set builder form and this is roster form. So here also every element of A is lies in B, so A is also a subset of B. So this is the concept of subset. So students, this is the some basic concepts about the sets which we have discussed today, and this is a definition types and some definition which is given by me today. और मैं आशा करता हूँ कि जो बच्चे 10th के कन्वर्ट होकर 11th की क्लास में ज्वाइन करेंगे, मैंने पूरा प्रयास मेरा ये रहा है कि उनको बहुत इजीएस्ट वे में इजीएस्ट कॉन्सेप्ट को लेकर एक एक एग्जाम्पल को लेकर कोशिश करी है कि जिससे बच्चों के लिए कोई परेशानी क्रिएट ना हो, क्योंकि जो बच्चे 10th के बाद 11th में कन्वर्ट होकर आते हैं उनको लगता है कि 11th का सिलेबस कैसा होगा, कैसा टिपिकल होगा, टीचर्स के द्वारा कैसा टीच होगा, पढ़ाया जाएगा। तो मेरी कोशिश ये रही है, मैं आशा करता हूँ कि ये लेक्चर उनको बहुत क्लियर वे में समझा सकेगा कि वो कैसे कॉन्सेप्ट को उन्हें पढ़ना है, एंड दिस होल कॉन्सेप्ट इज बेस्ड ऑन द एनसीईआरटी बेस्ड सिलेबस।